and welcome back to the channel. My name is Jody and I'm thrilled to have you here today for what I am hoping is a fun and light-hearted video. I was tagged recently in one of Pixie Project's Halloween videos at the beginning of the month where she was doing a 24 questions of this or that and all Halloween related questions. So after watching Pixie's video a couple of times, I was able to handwrite down all the questions. I will leave them in the video description, so if anyone else is doing the tag, it may be a little easier for you to accomplish. While I am completing the tag, I will be coloring a picture from Maria Trollet's Botanicum book, and I am going to be doing the pumpkin page. So it's going to be this page. I am going to use a variety of water-based pencils. So I'm going to use some Inktense, probably some Albert Durr, and I am going to activate it using probably a Tombow brush pen as well as a Ecoline water-based blender. So those are going to be, that's my plan. And because I cannot both color and talk at the same time without causing quite a bit of confusion in my own mind, I am going to put on a little bit of music and I am going to do a voiceover. I am going to be very careful this time with my voiceover and make sure that we have only one sound on the video. So thank you to Pixie for tagging me on her channel. I will leave her original video attached as well because it's hilarious. She and David are both on the video and it was quite entertaining. So thank you, Pixie, for the tag, and I hope you enjoy my video. Off with question number 1. Would you rather watch a scary movie or read a scary story? My answer is I would rather read a scary story because I can't handle scary movies. Probably the scariest movie I've seen in a long time would be like Hannibal Lecter, Silence of the Lambs, that kind of thing. Otherwise, I don't watch horror movies. When I read a story, I can pass over paragraphs. If it's getting too graphic, I can shut the book. And you can't hear. On a movie, you hear it. Even if you shut your eyes, you're still hearing it. So I would prefer the story. Question number 2, classic or modern horror movie? I'm going to pick neither. If I have to pick one, I'll pick classic because I think modern horror movies are far, far too scary. Question number 3, Hocus Pocus or Halloween Town? I hate to say it, but I have not seen either. I know that Hocus Pocus is kind of a cult classic, but as of 2023, I have not seen either of those movies, so I'll just say Hocus Pocus because that's the only one I've heard about. Question number 4, would you rather have scary decorations or cute decorations? Probably I would say cute, although I think decorations are kind of fun if you're outside in the neighborhood and you see, like the hands sticking up out of the front lawn. I think that's really cute. I think some scary decorations outside are fun. Cute decorations are also, they're cute. So decorations period, I think it's really fun when your neighborhood really gets into it. So I guess I'm either for that one. Number 5, Corpse Bride or Nightmare Before Christmas? I have to say I've never seen Corpse Bride, but I have seen Nightmare Before Christmas, and I actually saw it as an adult, so just last year. So I'm going to pick Nightmare Before Christmas. Question 6, Beetlejuice or Ghostbusters? Sorry, Pixie, but again, I have not actually seen Beetlejuice. I know it's another classic, but I have seen Ghostbusters. So I'm going to go with Dan Aykroyd crew and vote for Ghostbusters since that's the only one I have seen. Question number 7. Would you rather go to an apple orchard or a pumpkin patch? And if anybody has been watching my channel this year, you know that I would always pick a pumpkin patch. I grew my own pumpkin patch this year, and it was so much fun. It was fun harvesting them. It was quite a bit of work, but yeah, I just loved it. And I love having pumpkins around my house right now. And I've been baking my first pumpkin pie. And yeah, so pumpkin patch for the win. Question 8. Would you rather go on a hayride or a corn maze? And I am with you on this, Pixie. Corn maze, nothing good happens in a corn maze. Nothing good happens in any kind of maze. So stay out. I would go on a hayride. I would hope it's not a scary hayride. I have been on quite a few hayrides in my life. But yeah, even though I'm allergic to hay and horses, I would still go on a hayride rather than get lost in a corn maze. Question 9. Carve a pumpkin or bob for apples? Okay, I'm also with Pixie on this. We bobbed for apples when we were kids. I'm sorry, but I can't swim, and sticking my head in a bucket of water is like trying to drown myself. Besides the whole germ factor, swapping spit, yeah, that's not happening. So I'm going to carve a pumpkin any day of the week, and I'm never bobbing for apples again in my life. Question 10. Stephen King novel or movie? I hate to say it, Pixie. I read a lot of books, but I have never seen or read a Stephen King novel or seen a movie. But I will still pick his novel because I know I can close the book and don't have to listen to any of the scary music from a movie. Question 11. Decorate Halloween cookies or create Halloween cocktails? I want to choose both. I want to be able to have a girls' night where we're creating Halloween cocktails while eating Halloween cookies that have already been decorated. So, if I have to, I'm going to go with the cocktails because I'm an adult. Question 12. Haunted house or ghost bus tour? I've never been on a ghost bus tour, so I'm going to pick that one because I think that would be fascinating. A haunted house, that's just going to scare the poop right out of me. On screen, let's just stop the questions for a minute. You'll see me holding up the pencil, and that's just so you know that I'm using either a Derwent Inktense or a Graphitint or a Staedtler. This one is a Staedtler tinted graphite pencil, so that's why I'm holding them up, just so you know. Okay, back to the questions. Question 13, Coraline or Twilight? I must be the only adult who has never seen Twilight. It was, around when I was a young adult, so I'm kind of missed that phase. But I have seen Coraline, and I also saw that recently, and I actually made my own Coraline doll of both me and my husband. So Coraline for the win on that question. And there is a short on my channel of me making the Coraline doll of myself, if you want to check that out. It's pretty cool. Question 14. Dress up as a classic monster or a pop culture icon? I'd actually probably go for the pop culture icon just because I'm not really a monster kind of gal. Question 15. Would you rather be a vampire or a werewolf? I'm going to say a vampire because I'm probably allergic to werewolves because I'm allergic to a lot of dogs, cats, anything with fur basically. So I think I'll be a vampire. Plus, I'm with Pixie. I think you can fly when you're a vampire, maybe. You get to wear a cool cape either way. So let's go for vampire. Question 16. Would you rather be a black cat or a vampire cat? I didn't even know that vampires were cats, so I don't get that one. So I'm just going to be a normal black cat because I think those are fun enough. And you get 9 lives, so come on, who wouldn't like that? Question 17. Zombie apocalypse or invasion of a 10-foot spider? I am going for the zombie apocalypse because I can't handle a 1 centimeter spider, let alone a 10-foot spider. That would just freak me out. The zombie apocalypse, I have been waiting my whole life for this to happen because my husband basically has stocked our house for the apocalypse. So he was a prepper, so we're ready. So come on, zombies, let's get to it. Number 18, Little Shop of Horrors or Sweeney Todd Barber of Fleet Street. I had to rewind Pixie's video a couple of times to even understand what this question was. So I'm going to go with the Little Shop of Horrors because that's the only one I've even seen part of. The Sweeney Todd Barber of Fleet Street, I'm not sure what that's about. So thanks David for entertaining me on that question, but yeah, not quite sure. Number 19, store-bought or handmade costume. I'm gonna go with handmade because I used to make my son's handmade Halloween costumes. I made my own costumes. The store-bought ones are cute, but I think that there's more character and more effort put in and more fun is had when you make and come up with your own costumes. So I'll go with that. Number 20, have vampire's teeth or witch's mole. And I don't think either of these options are good. I'm just saying vampire's teeth, I think, could be quite the health issue. And I don't want a witch's mole anywhere near my face. But if I had to only choose between those two, I guess I will go for the vampire teeth. Just because I think you could get some dental work done and get that fixed, where the mole might be with you for life. Number 21, stay at Hotel Transylvania or Monster House. Well, I did some homework, Pixie, so I hope you're proud, because I have never seen Hotel Transylvania, but I did this week go and watch Monster House, and that was very cute. I liked the movie. I was, yeah, it's a very cute kids scary movie kind of deal, with a little bit of moral added in there, as Disney likes to do. So I will pick Monster House, and it is on Disney Plus, if anyone else is looking for it. Number 22, see a UFO or Bigfoot. And I'm going to go for Bigfoot because I really do want to know if Bigfoot is the same as the Sasquatch, and if he actually exists, and if he does, what the heck, like where's he been, how's he live. I think that I would actually like to put to rest whether or not Bigfoot actually does exist. And if it was a UFO, that would just be too scary for me. I think that I would rather stay in my bubble and just deal with Bigfoot. Number 23, we're getting close to the end, is be scared or scare someone. And I don't like to be scared. I don't like jump scares. I don't like... my son can kind of walk into a room and not say anything and just be standing there, and I'll turn around and he'll be there and I'll, scream and jump. So I'm kind of a jumpy person already. So I'm going to say I would rather scare someone because I don't like to be scared. So there you go. The last question is question number 24, and that is create a monster like Frankenstein or become a monster like Mr. Hyde. And that one's kind of tough because neither sound like good options. But I would rather create a monster because that would mean that I'm a smart person that was creative, and I like to think that I am creative. So I would rather create something rather than become something, because once you are a monster, I don't know if there's any kind of going back from that. So we'll leave it with create a monster. So those are the 24 questions that Pixie got to in her Would You Rather Halloween Edition tag. it was fun. I will put on screen the hashtag that she made, and I thank you so much for listening to me. I will now go back to what's happening on screen and just talk a little bit about what I did. So I used all water-based products pretty much here, and what you're seeing now is me going back over and adding a second layer of ink tints after the first layer had fully dried. When I use ink tints and graphitint, I am very messy, but I'm also very light-handed. So I'm not scratching hard on the paper, so that once you add any liquid to it, it dissolves rather quickly. So that's why pretty much it needs a second coat. I mean, it doesn't need one, but I like to do one. So I will do the first coat, and then I will finish the rest of the page. Then I'll come back, which I'm doing now, and I will put on a second coat and then activate it. Your paper should be totally dry before you do the second coat, just so you're not ripping the paper or causing any more damage than you're already doing. I would like to also say that there was no bleed through at all on this paper. I forget in the video to show you the backside, and right now I am using the Jelly Roll glaze in yellow to do the light coming out of the inside of the pumpkin, so all the windows are covered with the Jelly Roll glaze. And that's it, well, except for the Zig Clean marker here that I am using to do the little carrot top, and I'll leave you with that. There is a outro at the end of this video, but I hope that if you like this video, you give it a like. I appreciate all my viewers, and I'd like to thank you for spending some time with me this week. I hope you are having a great week, and I'll let you finish watching up. Thanks. Bye-bye. Okay, I think I'm going to leave this off here. We've done quite a bit. I may do a background later, I'm not sure. If you want to see if there's a background or not, check out my October completed pages. Again, thank you, Pixie, for tagging me. And I am going to tag another channel here on YouTube. It's Denise from Canadian Colorist Art. She is a fellow Canadian YouTuber here, so I just wanted to give her a shout out and tag her on this as well. So I hope you are having a colorful and creative week, and until next video, take care, have a good day, bye bye.